season, keeps on winning, and does it in the semifinal in Doha. After a flying start from Ostapenko, she recovered. Well, this hitting to start, quite something. Six straight points to begin for Ostapenko. She moved so well, was quickly onto it, Mboko. On a run here, AC Canadian. Threw it up there, but no missing. Ostapenko after Quebec City. Couldn't get that one. And Mboko, she got everything else. She started off this match losing the first. That one she did make. Oh, there you're talking about the margins, and good margins from Ostapenko. Well, in case you were with us at the start, that's how she came out in this match, Ostapenko.
Please.
Well saved by Ostapenko. Our second final at WTA 1000 level for Victoria Mboko is on the way after winning home last year in Canada, and welcome to the top 10. This teenager, what a rise it has been since the start of last.
Listen up, because something massive just went down and most people are completely missing the significance. We just saw history unfold in Doha, and I'm telling you, this moment is going to be studied for decades as the exact instant a new queen was crowned in women's tennis. This wasn't your typical match, this was a statement. This was a 19-year-old walking into a battlefield against one of the most dangerous players on tour and refusing to back down even for a second. I'm talking about the Qatar Total Energies Open, where Victoria Mboko just dismantled everything we thought we knew about pressure situations. Now, before we dive into what happened, you need to understand the absolute weapon she was facing. Jelena Ostapenko doesn't just hit tennis balls, she launches missiles. This woman won a grand slam by hitting every shot like her life depended on it. She aims for corners that don't exist, and when she's locked in, she turns tennis courts into demolition zones. Every single ball she strikes could end the point instantly. That's the beast Mboko had to tame to break into the elite. And wow, did things start badly. I mean, catastrophically. Ostapenko exploded out of the blocks like a woman possessed, absolutely obliterating everything in sight. Those first 6 points disappeared faster than you could blink, and suddenly Mboko looked completely overwhelmed. The crowd went silent. You could feel everyone thinking this was about to become a master class in how experience crushes youth. But here's where champions separate themselves from everyone else. Instead of panicking or trying to outmuscle a player who hits harder than physics should allow, Mboko did something genius. She turned her brain on. She started moving those legs and transformed that tennis court into her personal puzzle to solve. See, Ostapenko thrives on chaos and rhythm. She wants you to engage in firefights because that's her domain. So Mboko flipped the script entirely. She started painting with different brushstrokes using loops and angles and spins that made Ostapenko's head spin. Watch the footage from mid-first set and you'll see something special. Mboko isn't just running, she's predicting. She's reading shots before they happen, like she's got some kind of crystal ball. Her defense became absolutely suffocating. There's this incredible rally at 3-all where she's sprinting corner to corner, sliding on hard court like it's clay, retrieving shots that should be automatic winners. And you can watch Ostapenko's composure cracking in real time. The racket starts flying. The muttering begins. That's when you knew the match had shifted completely. What blows my mind is how she recovered from that nightmare start. Down 6 straight points, looking completely lost, and then boom, total reset. That's not luck, that's mental steel. That's the mindset of someone destined for the very top. And don't think she's just some defensive specialist, because when Mboko sees her opening, she strikes like lightning. That forehand is pure violence wrapped in perfect technique. The topspin she generates makes balls explode off the court, jumping up around opponents' shoulders, forcing weak replies all day long. Her backhand down the line is surgical precision. She changes direction so smoothly that opponents are constantly guessing wrong. Cross-court loop, then bam, flat missile down the sideline. Then suddenly a drop shot that barely clears the net. She has every weapon imaginable and knows exactly when to deploy them. Taking that first set 6-3 after that disastrous beginning sent shockwaves through the tennis world. She's telling Swiatek and Sabalenka and Gauff that there's a new predator hunting in their territory. Remember, she conquered Montreal, but critics dismissed it as home cooking. Lucky draw, they said. Crowd assistance, they claimed. Can't replicate it, they insisted. Well, Doha just shattered every single doubt. Different continent, different conditions, different atmosphere, same dominant result. Montreal wasn't lightning in a bottle, it was a preview of coming attractions. Reaching the top 10 at 19 puts her in legendary company. Sharapova, Hingis, the Williams sisters, Clijsters, these are the names that achieved this level, this young. That's the stratosphere she's entered, and honestly, she's just getting warmed up. The business implications are staggering. Major brands are circling like sharks right now because they recognize a global superstar in the making. She has the complete package, the game, the presence, the clutch factor. And that clutch gene cannot be taught or bought. You're either born with it or you're not. Watch her serve for sets when pressure peaks. Most players tighten up, but she gets sharper. Her focus becomes laser-like. Those close-up shots of her eyes show zero fear, just pure concentration. She's not playing her opponent, she's playing the moment itself. Ostapenko kept battling credit to her. She never stopped swinging, never gave up, made Mboko earn every single point. There were stretches in that second set where she redlined everything, hitting winners from impossible positions. But Mboko stayed ice cold, turning Ostapenko's power into her own advantage. The tactical adjustment she made mid-match was brilliant. Early on, she was camped too far back, letting Ostapenko control the baseline. But gradually, she stepped inside, taking balls earlier, robbing her opponent of precious time. In modern tennis, time equals everything, and Mboko choked off the supply completely. When that final shot sailed wide and Mboko dropped her racket, the emotion was overwhelming. Not surprise, but pure relief. All those hours, all that sacrifice, all those moments of doubt crystallized into one perfect instant when the umpire called her name as the victor. Breaking the top 10 changes everything. Bigger appearance fees, lucrative endorsement bonuses, higher seedings, easier early draws. She just upgraded from economy to first class, from grinding qualifiers to headlining tournaments. Her entire career trajectory just shifted into overdrive. The terrifying part for everyone else is she's nowhere near finished developing. At 19, her serve will get bigger, her court coverage even better, her tactical understanding deeper. Imagine this player at 22 or 25. We might be witnessing the birth of a decade-long dynasty. I know skeptics will say pump the brakes, let's see how she handles Wimbledon or the US Open. But I've watched tennis for 3 decades and I know the difference between flash and substance. This is substance. The way balls jump off her strings, the sound they make, the explosive movement, it's all elite level. Her team deserves massive credit too. They kept her grounded after Montreal went back to work, improved her weaknesses. Her return statistics today were phenomenal, consistently neutralizing Ostapenko's serve and putting balls exactly where they hurt most. The Doha crowd knew they were seeing something special. Canadian flags waving chants, building her global appeal already manifesting. She connects with people but transforms into a killer when points begin. Even that handshake with Ostapenko showed pure class. Ostapenko isn't known for gracious defeats, but she gave genuine respect because she recognized superior tennis. Game always recognizes game. This changes everything for upcoming Grand Slams. Now top seeds have to worry about drawing her in quarters or semis. She's evolved from dangerous floater to legitimate threat on any given day. Her game translates perfectly across surfaces too. That heavy topspin will bounce wickedly on clay courts. Those flat drives will skid beautifully on grass. We're looking at a true all-court champion in the making. The WTA just became infinitely more exciting. For too long it felt predictable, but now it's wide open chaos and Mboko is leading the revolution. If you're not following this story, you're missing sports history unfolding in real time. Don't come back in 2 years when she's hoisting Grand Slam trophies asking where she came from. She came from right here from this match, from being down love 6 in points and refusing to break. That was her championship moment disguised as early adversity. At 19 in the top 10 with unlimited ceiling, this is just the prologue to an epic novel. She played this well while still learning, which should terrify every coach studying film tonight. They're searching for weaknesses and finding none. Attack her forehand, she crushes winners. Test her backhand, she paints lines. Bring her forward, she drops shots. Push her back, she lobs perfectly. There's no safe haven against Victoria Mboko. What separated her today was that champion's mentality, that refusal to accept defeat. We've seen countless talented players crumble under spotlights, but she's forged from different materials. She has that special DNA that produces multiple Grand Slam winners. Mark this moment because Victoria Mboko isn't just the future of women's tennis. Looking at that final point one more time, you see patience, wisdom, and perfect execution. That's veteran poise in a teenager's body. The celebration said everything. Pure joy mixed with validation. All those sacrifices, all that grinding. It culminated in hearing those magical words, welcome to the top 10. But knowing her drive, this is just the beginning. She wants top 5, wants number 1, wants those trophies. Based on what we witnessed today in Doha, there's absolutely nothing stopping her from claiming it all. The Victoria Mboko era has officially begun, and tennis will never be the same.